is going to be offering a new training program called Inception. And to give you a little preview of that program, I'm going to walk through what I call the intricacies of before a solicitation even goes on the street. So, inception of a procurement. A lot of folks that tend to bid on some contracts with the federal government and federal subcontracting sector don't really know the ins and outs of how a solicitation it gets on the street, right? What are the internal steps that have to happen? And it is important for subcontractors to know this information because in turn, those are the contacts that you really need to be contacting if you're looking to enter the market. So my name is Marissa. I'm with Bidvantage, and we help small businesses win big awards. So one thing is you have a STR or a TPO. STR stands for Subcontract Technical Representative. TPO is Technical Project Officer. Again, at different federal sites, there are different names, so not necessarily always going to be called that. But those are the folks behind the scenes at the sites that really have a need identified. And this example, we're going to talk about roofing. So an STR TPO identifies that a roof needs to be repaired at the site. What they do then is they are actually the ones that write the scope or statement of work that's put on the street with the solicitation that the procurement officer or buyer puts on the street. So that person identifies the need, writes a scope, identifies the cost estimate for the work to be completed. They then internally enter a requisition, and that requisition is sent to a procurement officer or buyer. One important thing to note is that there are specific buyers and procurement representatives at each site that are really specialized in a certain service or good. So what that means is that when requisitions get entered, if they're for construction, they go to a certain group of people at the site. If they are for commercial off-the-shelf items, they go to another group at the site. If they are for IT, hardware, software, things like that, another group. If it's for services at the site, such as, just engineers needed or any kind of staffing type of personnel, a lot of times you hear staff aug, that goes to a different group. So for the most part, if you are a company that is in the business of roofing, you are going to be working with the same group of buyers at a certain site, right? Because that's their expertise. That's the type of solicitations they put on the street. So the TPO or STR puts the requisition in, and then it goes to the buyer or procurement representative. The procurement representative then takes a look at all the materials submitted, makes sure they're accurate, make sure they're correct, make sure the scope is correct, make sure that it lists all of the information needed before solicitation is written. Then the procurement officer makes a couple of their own decisions, right? Is this going to be a time and material award? Is this going to be a firm fixed price award? Those are things that the procurement officer or buyer determine. They also determine the evaluation criteria. So how they are going to evaluate the proposal submitted. So are they going to evaluate them based off price and just award to the lowest price submitted? Are they going to evaluate them on lowest price technically acceptable? So you have to meet the technical criteria plus be the lowest price? Or are they going to do a best value or trade-off, which Bidvantage is actually offering a special training just on that, because a trade-off or best value does not mean that you are the lowest price necessarily. You could be, but that's not what it takes to have a winning award. What it takes to have a winning award is a proposal that really outlines that you understand the scope, you can complete the scope, you have past performance with a similar scope, and past experience. Past performance and past experience are two different things. Past experiences, we've done it. Past performances, this is how well we've done it. These are our contacts. Bidvantage also has a template for that. But the procurement representative is the one that really determines those types of factors before a solicitation is put on the street. Then the procurement representative oftentimes flows the solicitation package through the internal small business office at their federal site. So what that means is they may, from past experience know of 5 roofers, 5 roofing companies that complete this work. They submit the solicitation to the small business office. They say, we're sending it to these 5. The small business office will take a look at that and a lot of times be like, yep, those look good. Or also, have you heard of Smith & Smith Roofing? They contacted us last week, put them on the bid list. So what I'm trying to teach you here is, if you're looking to enter the market, is procurement representatives, are they good contacts? Do you want to network with them? Sure. Who you really need to be honed in on and networking with are small business offices and small business managers, as well as the STRs or TPOs at the site, because those folks are the ones that are going out there and identifying the need. So if they are aware of a company that provides roofing services, they can make suggestions that you also be sent the solicitation. Does that mean you're going to win? No, right? Fair and competitive bids always in the proposal process or solicitation process. But it does give you the opportunity to bid because you're now on the bidding list, and a procurement officer might not have been familiar with your company beforehand. So really what I want you to walk away with this video is that the procurement representative isn't always the person that you need to be in contact with. There are several other contacts at these sites that you should be networking with, you should be reaching out to if you're looking to enter the federal market. Again, we're going to be doing a whole course on Inception procurement. So if you are interested in it, please drop your company email below and we will send you the invite to sign up for that.